This is weird. I haven't done this in a while. Yeah. Next week we're back. I took a break, a very long break. I think a deserved break, but I took a break, and in that time, so much has changed. I have to be honest. I've been struggling a little bit with understanding how to cover Tableau going forward. It's just been a genuine struggle to understand how to cover what I feel like are diverging universes in the Tableau ecosystem, Tableau Next and then Tableau Core, which is the two worlds I talk about. I think I have a solution for that. But in the intervening time, in the last 3 months, I've had some really profound thoughts about the Tableau product, to me anyway. And I think I need to share them. And because I've also, I guess, pledged specific videos, the 4 main videos that I was gonna do when I came back were going to be the crash courses. I'm still editing those. Those are not 100%, and I realize I need to reshoot some parts of that. And I'm also simultaneously working with LinkedIn to get a Tableau Next course live before the end of the year. So there's a lot of things going on. I'm essentially focusing on these big, really helpful pieces of content. Think of them as courses, think of them as masterclasses as you've seen recently, but they take a ton of time and effort. That said, I also have what I think are just thoughts. That's all they are, really, perspectives. And I don't write, so my only way to get them out is a video. The 4 thoughts are as follows. The first one is this idea of a cost per query. And if we extrapolate that further on, did we ever answer the question, what is a dashboard worth? How do we assign value to dashboards today and also in the past? Because I think today the narrative is changing. I think it's pretty clear how vendors want us to assign value, but I don't think we ever answer the question of how we do it in the past. So that's sort of the first question. The second thing is more of a perspective, and it's about Tableau Public and Tableau the brand. Now, I'm a big proponent of Tableau Public, but I actually settled on this, I guess, conflicting perspective that I don't think Tableau Public actually helps the Tableau brand. My video lights have gone off. That's how long it's been since I last recorded a video. I forgot to check how charged they were, but for hell with it, I'm carrying on. I'm not sure the Tableau Public brand helps the Tableau brand. And that's a very sort of difficult opinion to get out. And I do think that needs a video. I think you need to sort of hear it coming from a mouth and see it coming from a mouth to understand the context and nuance, and also to understand that I'm still a big supporter of Tableau Public. So that's the second perspective. The third perspective is I've been really struggling with my passion for Tableau. What do I mean by that? I simply mean that I've been learning and working with Tableau for so long that I'm not sure I have energy to learn it all over again. And that's really been actually the biggest struggle in the last 3 months. The fact that most of what's new is in Tableau Next. And actually, if I'm really honest, all the excitement that I used to bring to videos all in the past was because I was learning Tableau the product. And I think I'm done learning analytics products. I say that as a consultant who continuously has to learn new tools. I think I'm kind of done with it all. And I think I want to explain that and specifically pin it to the Tableau Next concept, why I think that sort of disconnect is happening. And then very last but not least, Tableau Next itself. And I think with this one, this is more of like a simmering thought, and I think I have to work through these first sort of 3 videos in order to get there. So each of these will come out next week, back to back. Each one per day, starting let's say Tuesday. Give myself Monday as grace. No one watches videos on Monday, so Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. We'll have 1 video on each of these perspectives. Then the week after that, we'll start with the first crash course. and we'll go on a weekly schedule from there. And in that time, you'll also see a couple of things. This will be the only place I post the videos. I've given up with LinkedIn for a lot of reasons. I'm not going to be reposting YouTube videos there. So if you're watching this here and you find it useful, share it, because I will not be reposting these on LinkedIn. The only thing I'll do is a summary of what I've posted once a month at the end of every month. And on LinkedIn, what I'll do instead are written versions of these videos, essentially taking my transcript, using AI to sort of turn them into written content, editing them, and then putting them back out with some slightly different twists, given that they're going to be written rather than spoken. So that's where I'm at. Now, the other thing is, on a personal note, I've realized this channel needs a concept called seasons. In essence, I need strategic breaks throughout the year in order to be able just to be, a person, a human being. A lot of people ask, hey, when do you find time to make content? Actually, I haven't found time in the last 3 months because I've been busy with life. I've been busy at work. I've been busy being a father, been busy being a husband, a brother, a son, lots of different things. So those just take priority, and I'm never going to apologize for putting those things first. But what it means is that there's just some times in the year where I just can't really pledge anything on the channel. So seasons, I think, are going to be a good way to solve that. So what we're about to go into now is what I'll call the winter season, as it were. I'll think of better names. And then we'll take a break over Christmas, and we'll come back maybe mid-January to start what I would call the spring season, and that will go through until basically conference. We'll take a break during conference. We'll do that, then we'll go into the summer season, and then that'll be it for the year. And then we'll stop, always have a break over summer, and that will be it. So those will roughly align with new releases. It won't be perfect, but that will be how it goes. So that is what to come. Yeah, I'm really excited to share some perspectives. I'm excited to see how things change, and yeah, sorry the lights went out, but yeah, that's just how it is. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.